So I, I don't know if you want me to tell this story or not.
I think you're going to anyways.
We knew that we had to be out the Sunday after Thanksgiving. So we were just trying to get everything finished to get in. And so it was late Wednesday. I'm up at the church. We had hung some projectors. We're hanging screens on the back wall. In fact, I think Tim Taborski was up there with me.
I think everybody was.
We had a bunch of people that were up there. We're hanging screens. My phone rings. You're calling me to tell me that you're in labor.
Yes.
And so.
Well, I told you I was possibly in labor to stay at the church. I was a very compassionate wife, very understanding. Yeah. So I did. I told you to stay at the church. I'm going to go just see, because it was still 2.5 weeks early. So I was like, you stay. Mom's taking me. If I am, I'll call you. So it was like 7:00 at night. Yeah. So I'm like, keep working. You're fine.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome. See, I had understanding. But at 9 p.m., I'm like, yeah, babe, I'm like full labor. Like, you need to go ahead and come.
I'm up on the ladder. Tim's like, go to the hospital. We got this.
Yes. And so he came at 11 p.m. He showed up at 11 p.m. Wednesday night.
I had to say bye to everybody.
Good Latino.
And so we got there. I got there in time to see Preston be born.
Yes, you did.
And we got into church on that Sunday.
We did. I don't know how, but it was by the grace of God.
Yeah. January 2010, we kind of did a dedication.
We did.
I just remember what a beautiful day that was. Thank you to President Kermit and Jan Bridges. They were with us on that very first kind of dedication moment at that church. Soon we got Ryan and Lauren back to come and join us on staff.
Yeah.
And
Rachel was kids pastor. It was crazy.
We've had great teams of ministry over the years. And so we were able to have one service.
We filled that service up that dedication day.
Yeah. I mean, we packed in about 220 chairs in there, and we packed it in, and then people just kind of stayed.
And they kept coming.
So at that Easter, we went from one service to two services. Yeah. And so I remember when we were getting ready to go to two services, we were asking Life Church, hey, would you consider attending one and serving one? And we're going to do this kind of two service idea. We're going to do it for 4 weeks.
Yep.
I said, starting on Easter, we're gonna create a series on evangelism for you to invite your friends. Invite your friends, invite your family. I promise I won't be weird. We're going to have a great service. We're going to present the gospel. Yeah. And so for 4 weeks, I mean, we just kept saying just 4 weeks, just 4 weeks, attend one, serve one. At the end of 4 weeks, there was no way we would fit back in one service.
We had to stay at 2.
So we stayed at 2 from Easter through the summer. And coming into the school year of 2010, our 2 services were full.
Yeah, they were.
And so we just did the next thing.
We said for 4 weeks, we're going to go to 3 services. Just 4 weeks. It's going to be great. You're going to attend one. You're going to serve one. You're going to get out of here, and we're going to bring in another group. It's going to be fine. Just 4 weeks. We'll see what happens.
And
so 3 services.
And so, September of 2010, we started 3 services. I remember sometimes that lobby would literally get so crammed with people, you couldn't move. We had to create stanchions and pathways and flows for one group to leave the building while another group was coming in. We didn't have enough parking. Yeah. But since 2010, September of 2010, we've been doing 3 services reaching our community.
Yep. It's been crazy. It's been fun. Yeah, so 2010, we started the 3 services, and we never looked back off. One day, maybe we'll get a bigger building or something.
Well, soon we knew we just couldn't fit.
We couldn't fit anymore.
On the footprint that we had. No. And so we started a building campaign called Nothing is Impossible. And that was our first building campaign we did. Our goal was to raise several $100,000 and build a new worship center that was going to allow us to have facilities to serve and care for and disciple more people. We never had an adult classroom before, so we wanted to at least have an adult classroom. We wanted to have a lobby space that had a flow, and it felt like a living room, and people wanted to just stay.
And a really good coffee shop.
We needed good coffee.
We got to have good coffee.
And so 10 years ago, April of 2016, we moved into our new worship center.
Everything for us always happens around Easter time. But yeah, April 2016, worship center opened. We're going to move in. And about 2 weeks before that, we're watching more growth take place in our little bitty red building that we were in.
Yeah.
And it kept going. And we had a church business meeting. And Jason and I had talked the night before about some things that we were both feeling is going to happen when we get to the new building. But it was, it was us. It was a private conversation. We hadn't talked to anybody else. There was no board involvement, no staff involvement. We hadn't talked to key leaders in the church yet or anything like that. And
so everybody thought we were going down to 1 or 2 services.
Yeah, they did. They were like, oh, our sanctuary is going to fit 550 chairs. It does not. It fits way less than that. But we were like, we're going to go to 1 service. This is going to be great. Maybe 2. It's going to be so awesome. Our staff was super excited because 3 services is exhausting. He gets up there in our board meeting, on our business meeting. And at the end of it, somebody asked, are we going down to 2 services when we get in the building? He pauses. We kind of make eye contact. And he went, I don't think we can. We're going to have to stay at 3 services. Every staff member, every board member, I'm on the back wall holding Canon, and they just turned real quick and went, what? And I went, surprise. We were going to talk about it on Tuesday, but now we're not. So here we were going into the worship center, still having to stay at 3 services.
I'll just say it again. I said at the beginning, supernatural things begin to happen when you say yes to the whispers of God. And so here we are, a church for the city. We just want to continue to make room for more people to come to know Jesus. But yeah, I probably should have talked with the staff and the board about that one before just opening my mouth.
It's fine. We've all learned how you are. You're very spontaneous, and we just you stretch us. You always say you were here to stretch all of us, and flexibility is going to be one of them.
My spiritual gift is to stretch people out of their comfort zones so that they say yes to God. Yeah. Man, we're having so much fun. Church is growing. We're reaching our community. Yeah. When we dedicated our worship center, from the very beginning, we've loved missions. Yeah. And so, our first Sunday, I'm going to cry now.
Aw. You want me to pat you?
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We've always loved missions. We had some people come alongside when we were starting the church to support us monthly or to give us a one-time gift. We had a missionary, heard we were planting a church, asked me what the name of our church was going to be, and wrote a $100 check. Yep. I told him, we don't even have a checking account opened in the name of the church yet. And he said, well, just hold it. And when you open your checking account, you can deposit it. The very first offering we ever received as a church came from a missionary. Yeah. We've supported missionaries from the very beginning.
Very beginning.
Our first Sunday, good friends of ours, Chad and Amber Benson, that planted a church in Burleson. We went through training together. We launched our churches together. Chad and Amber came, and they were part of those 72 people that were with us on our very first Sunday. They were cheering us on and celebrating with us. They were getting ready to launch 6 months later in the same year. And we received our offering on that Sunday. And this might have been one of those spontaneous things you were talking about. But as desperately as we needed an offering to pay our bills, we just knew we wanted to seed that offering. And we gave that entire first Sunday's offering, and we gave it to Chad and Amber, to Lifegate Church that was launching 6 months later in the city of Burleson. We gave our first Sunday's offering away. And so now we're getting into this new worship center, and we're excited about getting a building, but we're like, but it's not about what we're getting, it's about what we're giving. And so we connected with a missionary in Central America that was getting ready to plant a church and build a building. And we asked them, what do you need for your building? And they were about $25,000 short from completing their building. So we received an offering on our dedication of the worship center, and we gave a building. So we kind of said, we get a building, we're going to give a building. And so we gave a church building away on our very first Sunday to celebrate what God's doing. So all across the time, from each season of life, we've been about sending missionaries and planting the church. I remember we sent a team of our students up to the city of Boston to help plant the Link Church up in Boston. We've helped plant, and we've sent our students multiple times to downtown Denver to help plant the Hills Church. We're about planting churches.
Yep, we are. And we want to make sure that the next generation is good. You know, when we planted Life Church, maybe not right at the beginning, but over that next year and a half, 2 years at the beginning, we started realizing we want to be a church that helps young people do what God has called them to do. We didn't know what it was going to look like. We didn't have a name for it yet. Now we kind of have a name. And a goal, and we did different things, but we wanted to see 200 young people or 200 couples, 200 whoever, leave Life Church, have a little bit of us inside of them to go and plant churches, to be in full-time ministry, to be youth pastors, to be kids pastors, to be missionaries and DYDs and all the other things that God's going to use them for, but that we can help them along the way and encourage them, show them how to straighten rows and take out trash and clean a toilet and things like that too, but to really show them what ministry looks like.
Yeah.
And we've got to do that so far with a lot of kids.
Oh my goodness.
A lot of students, I guess I should say.
I think of, from our launch team, from the very beginning, I think of Kyle Truen, and Kyle and Holly are church planting missionaries in Italy now. I think of Andrew and Katie Skipper. Andrew was part of our original launch team. Kyle was playing bass. Andrew was playing electric guitar. Today, Andrew and Katie are missionaries in Spain. Some of those students that have come through that carry a little bit of Life Church DNA with them, our values, how we do things, how we love people. They call us home. We call them our spiritual sons and daughters. And we have close to 87 that are in full-time ministry in America and around the world today that have come through Life Church, and just watching what God continues to do through our story.
Yeah, it's been fun. It's been 20 years. We've been doing this for 20 years.
Yeah.
Now I'll cry.
20 years. I've gotten a little grayer.
I've covered up. Oh, yeah, 20 years. I still feel like I look the same. I think we both look the same. Yeah.
So here's what I've learned. You know, when we started the church, Landon was born. We moved into the building. Preston was born. We moved into the worship center when Cannon was born. We just need another baby.
Cannon was 3 when we
can
moved into the worship.
Out.
Yeah, don't do that. Cannon was 3 when we moved.
Now we'll have grandbabies.
Yes.
Man, 20 years.
20 years.
So things look a little different. In fact, we have 2 coffee cups here. This is the very first Life Church coffee mug we ever made. Yes. It has our original logo.
And our original slogan.
Yeah. It says, "Life is a journey." And that was a good slogan.
It was good.
But it wasn't necessarily capturing what we're about. And then you have one of our newer coffee mugs. I do.
And now it's kind of transformed a little bit. This is a newer one. And it is all about changed lives.
And so that's what we've seen God do over 20 years. So many lives changed. So many salvation decisions, so many water baptisms, so many lives that have been changed, people that were lost that are now found. It's all about changed lives. And so 20 years of just seeing life change.
20 years.
Man,
lifelong followers.
There we go. So I was trying to put in perspective or just trying to think. And I think I landed on this thought. 20 years, we're just now hitting our stride.
Yeah.
20 years, we're just now picking up our pace. Mm-hmm. We said it earlier, your grandpa used to preach it all the time. The best is yet to come. And so Life Church, I really believe the best is yet to come because God's built us different. Yeah. God's built us to leave a legacy. And so after 20 years, the best is yet to come. There's more to come. We're going to be a church that leaves a legacy. And so today I think we have a big announcement we want to make.
We do.